Sustainable development means making of our world a better place to live through alternatives or solutions that help us grow as a society without affecting our future generations. Now the problem is we're used to take the fastest and even the most convenient ways out to our problem. And even though we might never be able to talk about the perfect world or society, we could talk about one that cares enough. Money has become a synonym of power, and most people are not aware of how many positive things they can do with it. Regardless of that, in Mexico, for example, big transnational companies took the initiative to contribute to the well-being of the environment. Companies such as Coca-Cola, who has invested more than $125 million for the development and installation of the recycling infrastructures. Besides concerning about environmental well-being, there's another aspect just as important that we need to take into account if we're talking about achieving a sustainable development, and it's social inclusion, which means making every single individual feel valued and important in the society. Nowadays, that's one of our biggest problems, and talking about it's hard because it would mean to recognize and admit that we lived in a troubled society. In order for you to understand this, let me tell you how I see things. There are two types of empowered people in the world. There are the leaders who will help you to overcome your difficulties and differences in order for you to feel part of a team and not part of a judgmental society. There are the bosses who will always try to bring you down because they associate power with control. They will always tell you what to do and they won't care about your well-being. That said, which type of empowered person would you like to be? What's your role in society? And what positive impact could you cause if you took advantage of it? Because we know we're facing big problems all around the world, and that this society is not fair at all. But you and I, and all of us, are responsible for what our society is and has become. So that means that changing the way we live depends on every single one of us. Here is what I want you to do. I want you to imagine your ideal world and think of it as a puzzle. Of course, you're not going to have all the pieces. Each one of us has different pieces to apport. And if we all make them fit, we'll make of this society a team in which everyone has something to give and apport in order to construct this puzzle.